If you guys ever get a chance to make it out here, I highly, highly recommend it. It's been so rejuvenating and invigorating, and just connecting back with myself and nature and spirits. It's been great. So what I want to talk about during this video is the Wheel of Life. Something that I learned from my beloved teacher. You guys know that I love Tony Robbins, and this is a tool that I learned there. And so when we think of the Wheel of Life, we think of all of the parts that make up ourselves and that make us feel complete and fulfilled, right? So what's the point of making a lot of money and ending up rich and alone? That's not really a fulfilling life. At least it's not for me, and it's not for a lot of people, most people I would say around the world. So when we think of the Wheel of Life, this is a little exercise for you. What you can do is literally on a piece of paper, and I've done this, and I continue to do this about every quarter. I like to break the year into quarters and do self-analysis, and that's what I'm doing here, thinking of the previous decade, the next decade that's going to be amazing. So think of you're going to make a little circle, and you're going to chop it up into like pie pieces, and each piece of the pie is going to be an important part of your life. So one of those pieces of the pie will be your physical body. So our physical body is so important, and we need a strong physical body for us to be able to do all the things that we want to do, for us to do a good job at our work, for us to be a great spouse, for us to be a great mom or dad, for us to make those big dreams that we have come true. And so your physical body is a big piece of that. Then another piece that's really important is your career and your profession, what it is that you want to achieve in terms of the time and energy that you are taking to learn things, and to then take that stuff that you've learned and contribute to the world, and get more skills, and have that piece of your life where the type of change that you want to make in the world, the type of contribution that you want to make via your career and your profession, and do that. So, and then we also have to pay bills, right? We have to, if you want a new car, you have to have enough money for you to be able to pay for that car. So there's that piece, your profession, your career, your mission in life, and connecting to that, and thinking about what is my mission? What lights me up? What do I get up in the morning and I'm super excited to do? And hopefully connecting your profession to that thing. Then another piece of our life is our relationships. So our relationship pie can be broken down into further pieces of the pie. So one of those pieces, probably the most important piece, if not absolutely the most important piece, is the relationship that you have with yourself. And so part of what I'm doing here is strengthening that relationship to myself and saying to myself, hey self, you matter and you deserve some time off. So making sure that you have rituals and habits such as getting yourself flowers and getting a massage and eating well and exercising for you to feel complete and for you to feel happy, and when you walk by the mirror telling yourself, hey gorgeous, hey beautiful, hey handsome, and I love you and I thank you and I appreciate you for who you are, and you're saying this to yourself. So working every day on having a strong relationship to yourself, because if you have that strong relationship with yourself, then all of the other pieces of your life will be stronger and will be better. So there's the relationship with yourself piece of the pie, then there's the relationship with others. So what's the point of coming here, having a fantastic job, having all these other great things you have, you're like super strong, you're fit, you're buff, but you have no one to share that happiness and that joy with. And so our relationships with other people are really important, and so we need to prioritize them, and we need to have again, habits and rituals through which we achieve the type of connection that we want to have with those that we love in our lives, and that we bring the right type of people, the people that we want to have in our lives, into our lives. So there's also relationship with people at work, there's relationships, all kinds of relationships. You can break that piece of the pie into multiple pieces. I mostly break it into my relationship with myself and my relationship with others. Another piece of the pie is contribution. We have all gotten so much from other people's contributions. The highways that we drive on, this beautiful place that I'm in, it was built by people. The cars we drive in, the houses we live in, it's all through some sort of contribution, and we are all part of a bigger whole, and we are an important part of that bigger whole. And so the question for the contribution pie is, what am I doing to give back, to contribute to this whole, this phenomenal whole that we're part of? And when you give and when you contribute and you feel connected to the rest of humanity and your society and your community, that feels good. You actually physically, you release some oxytocin, you release some dopamine, and that makes you healthier, which connects to the other pieces of the pie, and that makes you happier. So contribution is a big one. One that I've been exploring and connecting with a lot more different pieces of the pie is the connecting to your spirituality. And spirituality can come about in multiple ways. It can be through a meditation practice. It can be through your religion, if you're religious, going to church, connecting to your idea of God, source, energy, love, the universe, whatever you choose to call it, feeling connected to something more, because there's so much that we don't know, and just honoring that there is so much that we don't know, and that we live in a beautiful planet and in a beautiful universe, and looking up at the stars, we can see that there's so much more out there that currently we just don't have an understanding of, and understanding electricity and magnetics and all these things that we can't see and perceive with our five senses. So we are connected. We are made of star stuff. The same thing that makes up this stick here and this rock here is star stuff, and we are made of star stuff. And so undeniably we are connected to the universe. We are connected to this planet that we live in, and so we need to take care of it. And so feeding your spirituality, feeding your soul, feeding whatever that your soul means to you, and it can mean many different things to many different people, and that's absolutely all right, and you should honor whatever feels right for you. So there's the spirituality piece. What other pieces am I missing? There's contribution, there's your purpose, there's your body. So with the physical piece, eating well is really important. Sleeping well. So you all know that I created this thing called happinizing. So happinizing is really important. And play. I would say that play goes into your self-care, so that relationship that you have with yourself. And so those are some of the parts of the wheel, and so your wheel can have many more pieces, and the flavors of all these pies are going to be different, and so you choose what things you want to focus on. And the reason that we like to think of this as a wheel is that when things are going slow, you might be unbalanced, so you're like focusing just on your body and you're focusing on your career, and things are okay, life is okay, and so it feels like you're like, yeah, I feel tired, I feel overwhelmed, but it's okay, it's manageable. But when something really bad happens, when shit hits the fan, that's when it's so important for you to have all of the pieces of that wheel being in balance and being strong, because the faster life goes, the harder that your challenge